Don't you know I'm still standing better than I've ever been? Oh no, it's awful. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstVocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Why don't I think of these ones before I do them? They're just gonna go like, woo. Anyway. That'll do. If you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can become a reaction, fast track reactions, you can get vocal harmony breakdowns, you get special access to my Discord, so consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Now, there'll be a couple of things that I need to kind of put out today. First thing is there's a dog over here, he's sleeping. Otis! Hello, Otis. Hello, Otis. So he is our puppy, so he will probably just be like sleeping in the background, but you know, if he hears something he likes, he might pop up. So say hi to Otis. The next thing is that I'm going to be listening to something that I have heard is not amazing. Let's put it that way. And it is a living legend. It's Sir Elton John, who has written and gifted us with songs that have gone from our parents' generation to our generation to our kids' generation with like films like Sing. The man is, you know, he can do no wrong. So I'll be quite interested to hear this because there's been quite a lot of chat online about it and I'm curious. So I thought we'd do it in front of the camera because that's what YouTube's for. So he's doing a performance of I'm Still Standing at the One World Together at Home thing, which is I think what Lady Gaga put on, which I've caught none of because I'm absolutely useless at keeping up with stuff. So if there's more performances from that, then you know, let me know. Drop a comment down below, join the Discord and let me know over there and I'll take a look. But for now, let's get Elted. Here, here.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like when it freezes just like ice. There's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use.
Okay. Right, I wasn't expecting that. So, it sounds like he's adding more character into his voice than he needs. He sounds like he's trying to sound like Elton John, but he already does sound like Elton John because he is. So it's just giving it this like almost cartoony kind of feeling to it. It's just very harsh. He could totally smooth that out. You can never know what it's like and still have that kind of pressure, but yeah, it's just very thick sounding. Let's keep going.
Get the things fool never win. Look at me, I'm a coming back again. Got a taste of love in a simple way. You need to know I'm still standing. You just fade away.
Okay, so still keeping that kind of heavy texture going. He's adding a little bit more kind of gravel, so he's getting a bit more of a dynamic sound. But he's almost stumbling over the lyrics, like he's not hitting them the way I think he thinks he is. It's just sounding kind of like he's a touch behind it and he's kind of catching up with himself rather than him kind of stabbing at those lyrics and really hitting them dead on. Yeah, it's an interesting performance.
You know, I'm still standing there than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, backing up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah. I'm still
Okay, so definitely taking liberties with the lyrics now. I'm dill danding, which is fine, but he's doing that because he wants to make it sound kind of punchy, or at least I think he is. I don't know if this is going to make sense to everyone, but I think the problem here is that he's taking a kind of a stadium-y type performance and he's playing it to nobody. So it gives it this really disjointed energy. Like if you heard thousands of people screaming and singing along to that, and just like cheering, a full band and everything, you'd be like, cool. Like that atmosphere absorbs a lot of those vocal kind of oddities and turns it into something different. It kind of makes it more, I don't know, deliberate in a way. This is like he's just being kicked out to sea and he's still giving it that energy, but there's nothing to absorb it, so it just sounds quite bizarre. I'm liking the attitude behind the song. Like he's given it everything, but maybe it's just a bit too much. Like it could be wound in just a few degrees so that he can concentrate more on what he's doing vocally, and let the energy take a backseat on this one.
One thing never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road, leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. If love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now.
That's picking up now.
You know, I'm still dead and better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little cat. I'm still standing after all that time, backing up the pieces of my life with that chop on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so like it's weird because he's staring right at you as he sings that. So he was kind of pulling that energy to where it needed to be, and then he just went back into the chorus. It just went a bit crazy again. He tried to get into his higher register, but because he has this gravelly sound the whole time, it's hard to pull that up there without having a bit of tension build, and it just won't happen. So you heard that kind of cracked. It didn't really go anywhere. And then the second time he chose to play it down the octave, which is what he did each other time, and it sounded better. Everything's really nasal. It's sitting right up in his kind of velum, and it's giving it this. It's a very odd sound. Like a little or even a lot of nasality is good in some cases, but it's just that combined with his like weird modification of the lyrics is it's giving it this odd sound. It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining. Let's keep going.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so there's a lot to learn from performances like this, because that quite easily could have been a celebrated performance if it was in the right place with the right atmosphere and the right amount of extra stuff going on to absorb the weirdness. But because it was kind of like left out to dry, it was very exposed. It just kind of, people can have no other choice but to focus on what he's doing. And yeah, it was just a little bit odd. his onsets were always very glottal, so like things like standing, he didn't want that lead up, so it standing, and it sounded really weird. It sounded like he was saying danding, but there was good stuff. I quite liked I quite liked the textures that he was throwing onto certain bits. I liked the energy, even though it was like misplaced at certain points. And it was entertaining. I just loved the way it kept looking dead into the camera. It was funny. But yeah. I think it's maybe like a classic case of throwing the kitchen sink at something when it didn't need it. Like I think if he'd kind of eased off the affected kind of style of singing and brought everything into a more comfortable place, the performance would have been allowed, and the vocal would have been allowed to kind of come out at a more centered kind of place. It was all just kind of like up here the whole time, but you know, man's still a legend. The man is still a legend. We're not taking anything away from him. You know, so cool. Oh, I love you, Elton. So hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and how are we going to buy this one? So I guess I'll just say goodbye and keep subscribing. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be loud on the thing. See you later. Bye.